Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Tuesday podcast. Please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Welcome to any new subscribers that are joining us. All right, let's get into it because there's a couple of things to get into. Let's see who's here. Trisha, the Duchess of Vibes. Hey, hey, Lady T. Hey, Lottie. Hey, Annie. Hey, Anita. Hey, Church Nelly. Thank you so much for posting links. Hey, Lightside. Hey, Emma. Right. First and foremost, before I even get into the good news, I feel like my intro music is actually really annoying me. I feel like I need to change it. I just haven't had time to. I changed it for like the Colombia trip because we're in like a carnival mood, and like now we're going towards like Christmas time. So I'll find a nice little Christmas jingle or something. I ended my Epidemic Sound monthly subscription, which is where I usually get my music because it's like a little bit pricey, but I'll find a nice little jingle for us for Christmas. Anywho, coming very soon to Netflix, we now have the premiere date for Polo, a new documentary series that follows elite global players and offers an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the fast-paced world of the sport from Archwell Productions and Boardwalk Pictures, premiering this December only on Netflix. So that's December 10th. I'm going to have to restart my Netflix subscription because I actually ended it. Yeah, so very much looking forward to that. I mean, I'm sure we'll see Harry and Meghan because it looks like from when they were filming, they were definitely featured at some point. But it seems like the focus really is on the polo players. It's not a Harry and Meghan documentary in terms of focusing on their lives. This is about the polo players. I think they just pop up in the series. So very interesting. It sounds like from Archwell, and it's nice to see them actually doing things that aren't, just about good causes, that are actually just interesting and fun. And I think focusing on good causes is great, but looking at the diversity of projects that they're going to be putting out, I think they're really trying to cement themselves as producers. And it's unfortunate that Pearl, the animation, got cancelled. Hopefully it will find a home somewhere else. But just to see the diversity, that they were going to do something like Pearl, that they've got Polo, that they've got the cooking show, that they're also producing a rom-com movie. And actually, I forget the title of the book, but that book, it's a it's a bestseller. Like, it's definitely got that girl on the train potential. So I'll be really excited to see how that all comes together, and the filming and the release of that and promotion of that. So Harry and Meghan cementing their position as producers. Also, some additional pictures from Vancouver yesterday. Harry promoting the Invictus Games 2025, and children, as they always do, looking very cheery around our people's prince. It's just so hilarious to see the contrast when you look at. I might do like a giant collage because there's just so many different pictures now of Harry and Meghan with people and children, they can smell good vibes from a mile away. And then the other leftover royals with children and people. I mean, it wasn't too long ago Sophie was in the Congo, and it was all just incredibly awkward. Like, the others just have no sense of relatability around them at all, but people just really draw to Harry and Meghan. So we've got some lovely pictures. See, look at the little boy, like, in the top picture next to the man in the red outfit. He's like, oh my god, not Prince Harry. And the little girl as well. She's just so happy. I mean, I feel like I would react the exact same way. Yeah, look at the boy behind her. He's like, oh my goodness, so sweet. And you know what I love about pictures like this? You can just see the genuine connection. Like, this can't be bought. This can't be faked. Very cute. what is being faked is the engagement, though, online with Kensington Palace. So the Kensington Palace bots are still alive and well. The bot farm is very much still running, has been for some time. So Kensington Palace bots are programmed only to say nice things whenever William and Kate are mentioned. So Good Morning Britain News has posted about this so-called burglary, which we're going to get into in a sec, of course, making it about William and Kate. That happened 5 weeks ago, mind you. But look at the bots' responses. They really need to retire the bots. So look at what the bots are saying. Great, very nice, right, good. In response to a news about a so-called burglary. Error, error, error. Somebody please check the bots. And you know what's also interesting about these bots? Look at the name and the avatar. Salim Ullah Shah. They often use people of color with these bots to make it look like they're getting cross-cultural approval and following from different groups of people. Whereas on the other side, look at the organic coverage for Harry. And you saw it with Meghan, and all she had to do is step out of the house with a red dress on. I think it's sad that they're still using these bot farms. I don't know how much it costs to hire a bot farm, but I know that money is some way or another coming from the British taxpayer. So let's get on to this so-called burglary that happened. Now, first of all, this happened about 3 weeks ago. Mass burglars smashed down security barrier and scaled Windsor Castle estate fence while Prince William and Princess Kate were asleep at their home in their children. Now, mind you, the Windsor estate is massive. It's a very big area with several different properties. The burglars entered through an area that's commonly used for civilians when they come in and out. So it seems like this is an area where it's the Shaw Farm Gate. It's on Albert Road, Windsor, SL4 to JG. So it's off the A308. You can actually see this on Google Maps. And it has a gate entrance there. And according to the reports, they took a pickup truck and a quad bike. So first and foremost, given that this is an entrance area and it's away from their actual property where they were staying, where they stay, it seems like these burglars, their aim was Grand Theft Auto. That's what it seems like to me, having seen all the reports. I don't think anybody was trying to Grand Theft a Royal. This was just Grand Theft Auto. They probably saw the opportunity because this is an entrance area, so there's probably, vehicles parked there, going in, going out. I also have questions in terms of security, but like, were MI5 agents asleep? I mean, this is meant to be a very high security area. Presumably there would have been CCTV because this is a commonly used entrance. So where's the CCTV? Release the CCTV. Then we can see, which vehicles were robbed, and we can see the license plates. This was 3 weeks ago, and apparently they still haven't caught the people. So release the CCTV. Let us see it. And the people can help. And then they're making it sound... they're saying that they scaled the walls of Windsor Castle. How did they scale the walls of Windsor Castle and then smash through a gate? I don't understand that. Because the Shaw entrance is just a gate. Like, there's not really like a tall wall for you to scale up. And then the reporter on on the Good Morning News said that they entered on foot. So how did they enter on foot, but they scaled up a wall? Doesn't make sense. Anyway, I Am Sage said, so robbers scaled a fence to get into the Windsor property 3 weeks ago, and then it's leaked to, guess who? The Sun, to the reporter Matt Wilkinson, who leaks info to Matt to distract William and Kate. This is the same Kate, by the way, who went to Dusseldorf and was stalking Harry and Meghan. He got like within meters of them at one of the Invictus Games events. This story just isn't adding up. The news anchor was saying that they entered on foot, but a lot of the reports are saying that they scaled the wall, but then they went through, smashed through the fence. I guess maybe they smashed through the fence on the way out. through the security barrier on the way out. But to use the term like scaled the walls of Windsor Castle, it makes it sound like they were literally climbing up the walls of the castle that you can see behind the guy. I think that's misleading. Anyway, I don't know why we're finding out about this 3 weeks later. I think it's very fishy. I think maybe they're just trying to get sympathy or something, trying to distract from dispatches. But it's interesting that this is 3 weeks ago. Haven't heard anything. And then suddenly it just comes out. Crazy Tricker, you said at this point you can't trust those people. They have shown they can do anything for fame, like lie. So I doubt the burglar wasn't staged to distract from their money grabbing. Yeah. I don't know. You know, it could have well happened. But I think they are making it bigger than what it was and making it seem like Kate and William were the targets. And I don't think they were. I mean, they've even put Kate and William and the kids in the picture on the Daily Mail tweet. But to me, it doesn't seem like anybody was trying to grand theft a royal. This was a grand theft auto crime on the entrance to the estate, which was far away from the place that they actually lived. This is a massive grounds. Cookies and Cream said, I don't believe this burglar story nonsense. I think it's just another diversion tactic. I actually do believe that it happened. I just think they are making it bigger than what it is. And they're only leaking it now because they're trying to get sympathy. And I'm not sure what sympathy they think they're going to get when there are peasants living in mouldy homes owned by the royals. So on to the next story. King Charles owns dozens of homes for rent that don't meet vital minimum energy standards. So this was in the Mirror. Let's have a read of this. So the king owns dozens of rental properties. Whoopsie daisy. Okay. Oh, give me one sec, folks. My computer is playing up. Okay, so the king owns dozens of rental properties on his Sarandom estate that fail minimum energy efficiency standards for landlords. We previously revealed that the Duchy of Cornwall is leaving vulnerable tenants at risk of fuel poverty, and some are living in cold, damp, and mouldy homes. Now, after examining energy performance certificates for scores on the West Norfolk estate, we found more than 30 properties fail to meet minimum requirements. I mean, you've got William out here talking about ending homelessness. Now you've got some people who are in homes and the homes themselves are awful. One tenant said it is very cold and the main problem is the single glazing. I don't think I've been in a home with single glazing in almost well over a decade. You just don't really see it anymore. It lets out all the heat. Some tenants have single glazed windows that are completely rotten. We think it is because King Charles does not like the look of double glazing. But you have to be careful what you say because they're powerful. I don't like the look of double glazing. I don't like the look of peasants being insulated properly and being protected from the cold. It hurts my eyes, it does. Many of these properties were built under Queen Victoria and they need to be modernized. Anybody in the UK, have you been in a building with single glazing recently? Like most buildings, because of energy efficiency ratings and any new buildings that have been built, modern buildings will have double glazing. A Sarandom spokesperson would not comment on individual properties, but said it invests in an ongoing program of improvement and that energy efficiency was prioritized. I mean, we know how slowly the palace folks move. So I doubt they are moving quickly to do this. I mean, it took them 8 years to come up with a project for Kate, where she asked 5 big questions about babies and their brains. Since 2020, it has been illegal for landlords to rent out homes rated below E under the energy efficiency standards regulations. Of more than 30 rated F or G at Sarandom, 8 were rated G, with 1 getting the lowest possible score of 1 point out of 100. Jesus. Okay. Well, I mean, truly just ripping off the peasantry there. It's okay. Well, hang on a sec. I think that goes on to explain about. Okay, so it's not clear if the king has immunity from the regulations, which carries fines of up to 5,000 per property for breaches. In 2022, investigations by the Guardian found the monarch has personal exemption in his private capacity written into more than 160 laws. So that's probably why they feel like they don't have to do anything to bring themselves up to a certain standard that everybody else is expected to, because they get exemptions in laws. I mean, I believe there's a law that says that you cannot sue the royal household for certain discrimination. If it's sex-based discrimination, race-based discrimination, you can't sue. The Sarandon estate spokesman said the Sarandon estate has a mixture of tenancy types, which includes a number of older properties and properties of different construction types and heat supplies. The estate continues to invest in an ongoing program of maintenance works. Okay, so it goes on a bit, but I think you get the idea. $500 million a year this institution is taking in a huge portion of that from the duchies, and they're refusing to just reinvest. I mean, how much does double glazed windows cost compared to the money that they're going to get back? And they own this land, so that it will come back to them in generations. The greed of it all. And they still want more. An increase in the sovereign grant, despite the fact that we are down several senior royals. Oh, wow. Well, one place it may be going is all of that money. One place it may be going is Camilla's pearls. Now, Channel 4 released the Dispatches documentary, which has resulted in William and Charles being raked through the coals the last few weeks. That documentary had a much bigger impact than I thought it would. But it was really William and Charles that were at the forefront of that. Nobody else was really mentioned. Also, Ellen Vallon, just saw your super chat now. Thank you so much. What a coincidence. The story came out when Prince Harry is getting all the good publicity. Yeah. I mean, they need something to distract. I don't just think it's Harry's good publicity. I also think it's their bad publicity, especially the Dispatches documentary, which was, of course, Channel 4. And now Channel 4 are back this week with this. Queen Camilla, the wicked stepmother? ? How did Camilla Parker Bowles ascend from the most hated woman in Britain to Queen Camilla, national treasure? And was her transformation at Prince Harry's expense? I tweeted this pretty much as soon as I saw the initial advert, and that tweet has gone pretty viral. And almost every response, including from accounts that aren't even squaddy accounts, is like, national treasure? Are you kidding me? Don't make me throw up. Now, usually when Channel 4 releases the first trailer for something like this, it's no more than like 10 seconds and it doesn't really give you a lot. So when I first saw this, Queen Camilla, the wicked stepmother, I was like, is this going to be another critical documentary of the royals, given what we saw in the William and Charles documentary? Now, they have since then, released an extended trailer, and they are very much glamorizing Camilla. So I think that this is going to be one of these documentaries where it is very much a puff piece. They throw in a little bit of criticism to make it seem like they're being balanced. But for me, anything less than exposing this woman for the mean, vile person that she is not acceptable. There is no praise that Camilla deserves. None. For what she put Diana through, for what Meghan was likely put through, her ruthlessness, there's no praise that she deserves. In the extended trailer, they even say, oh, Camilla, she was a party girl, she was. And I believe also some of her friends are being interviewed for this. So I don't really think I will be watching this. Unless y'all really want me to watch it and then give you feedback. I wasn't really planning on watching this because I do think it's going to be one of these puff pieces. And with that said, it is very interesting that William and Charles would have a documentary about them put out that is rightfully critical and rightfully an expose. And then Camilla seems to be getting this, puff piece, or what looks like a puff piece. Now, there is a mention of Harry and the fact that Harry did say in Spare that he was sacrificed to make her look better. And I think this whole thing is very, it tells you a lot about Camilla as a person. Everybody else has to lose for Camilla to win. When a smart person, somebody who isn't an evil narcissist, would have looked at the situation and gone, Meghan's likable, Harry's likable. Maybe if I was just a decent person and tried to be good, I would have had a much better public image, not being the evil stepmother to Harry and not being the meanie to Meghan. Because I think Harry had actually said, his father was happy with Camilla. His biggest gripe was that they were going to get married and he asked, that they wouldn't get married. And I personally even think that it would have been better even for Camilla and her image if her and Charles would have never gotten married and she would have just very humbly stayed in the background. I think that people would have tolerated her, not liked her, but tolerated her a lot more than they are now. I think if she had humbled herself and at least appeared to be very sorry for what the boys had to go through, I think maybe there would have even been a little bit of maybe not forgiveness, but more tolerance on Harry's part. But she didn't want any of that. She didn't want any common sense. Camilla wanted to be queen, front and center, regardless of how anybody else falls, or regardless of the fact that it's actually, I think, made her even more hated. The fact that she's now is being called queen by the media, not by the people. The fact that she is so front and center, and every time she's in front of a camera, shows herself to be utterly disrespectful, even in front of other state leaders and their wives. We all remember the incident at Remembrance with Bridget Marquand. I don't think anybody has actually damaged Camilla's image more than herself. And there was a smidgen, there was a small chance that she would have been a figure that was tolerated had she played her cards right. But she's too selfish and too greedy. And now she's put herself front and center. Yeah, we're all looking, but we can see how and what you really are. This is the problem when you have an everybody has to lose for me to win mentality. Anyway, I have rumbled on enough. Let's see what you're saying. Hi, official Lauren Brown. How you doing? Nice to see you. Hey, Vera. Hey, Lottie. Hey, Joy. More of you coming in. Hey, Lane. Hey, Margaret. Queen Deb actually staying in the background would have won her a great PR image. Exactly. The people in the royal household don't know really how to do PR. They're just so tone deaf. Mina, she got what she wanted, so she should be happy. I think that more than anything, Camilla does want to be liked in the same way that Diana was liked. I think deep down, she really does want that. She doesn't seem to realize that she'll never get it because everybody can see what she is. But I think that her way of compensating is just to put herself front and center, whether anybody likes it or not. So you don't like me, so I'm just going to force myself on you. I think that's where we are now with her. Anywho, that's all I had to say for today. Yeah, I'll just end with your comments if y'all have any more. Christmas season is coming, so if you want a special gift for a special someone in your life, a woman who you want to help maybe feel empowered, do check out my book Royal Codes if you haven't got it already. Thank you to everyone who continues to buy it. Please do send me pictures, because I think of everybody who has bought it so far, I think maybe 10, 15 of you have sent me pictures. So if you have bought it and you do have it, send me a picture. Be very, very happy to post pictures of you with my book. I appreciate everybody that's bought it so far. But Christmas season is coming, and I think it is a great stocking filler. Alan, you said, does anyone else think of the movie There's Something About Mary seeing Camilla in the yellow? I saw the movie There's Something About Mary, and I've completely forgotten the entire plot. So I'm going to have to watch it again to see what you mean by that. But thank you very much for the donation. Cookies and cream. That ungodly family is beyond tone deaf, indeed. Robert Collins, sending lots of love from Rome. Thank you so much. All right, Joy, I'll give you the last word of the day. Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed day and be kind to each other. Indeed. Good vibes only. See you later, folks. Ciao.